let's get into it. This is going to be a video of me breaking down the first two setups of 2026. Starting with Monday, I traded Monday and today, which is Tuesday. Both setups, you'll see that they're very similar to each other. Even the way they look, what happened, they're very similar. And then I like that a lot because it's showing, it's proving to myself that I know what I'm seeing, and that the market's showing me it often. So I really like that. And then it's nice also because I can compare and contrast, and they're both two separate instruments. So the first trade is NASDAQ, and then the second trade we'll go over is the gold setup. And keep in mind, I do trade on the micros, but even when I trade on the micros, I still base all my analysis on the minis. First setup, we do have a demand zone down here. Now on the 5 minute, it would be this candle right here for a demand zone, but we found a 15-minute demand zone. So this is our 15-minute candle. That's our demand. Obviously there's a gap in here. We came down, we tapped in, we did not close in the zone. I like that a lot. So now seeing a higher time frame demand, I'll scale it down to the 5 minute. 5 minutes always my entry time frame. And then now we have a 15-minute demand, and then another confluence. We have a 5-minute breakout, 13 EMA breakout. And what's cool about having two confluences like that is like a 15-minute demand. You might, if you get in with the demand, you might have a big stop loss because you're on a higher time frame. What's nice about this is scaling it down, finding a 5-minute breakout. I got in with a 22-point stop loss. So that's relatively small for NASDAQ. And then after that, we get in at the when the candle closes. And then obviously it's a great candle close, great breakout candle. We have a few candles under the 13. That's great for buys. And then we also have the 50 SMA right here playing defense for us. And that's why I didn't want to close when we broke down under these the 50 and the 13. Not gonna lie, I got a little nervous, but I don't know, I still liked it a lot just because we have two EMAs next to each other. They never crossed over. The 13 never crossed over. So I decided to hold it, and you know what, if it hits my stop loss, it hits my stop loss. But anyways, NASDAQ came in clutch, so it recovered, and then it hit for about I got out at it was a 1 to 2 somewhere in this area. And then so that was the first setup. It was great. EMAs are looking great. 13 is above the 50, 50 is above the 200. This is my VWAP. I'll take it off when I trade, but these are some perfect EMAs. And that's why when I see perfect EMAs and I have two confluences like that, obviously we're going with the trend. I'll up my risk. But this is a A+ setup. It looks great. All right. So now moving on to the gold trade. Let's see how similar these are. It's literally very similar. 2 different days. This is today. So with this one, same thing. We have our demand zone. Let's see. It's from the 15. It's from the 15 minute. We have a 15-minute demand zone. Now we don't get a tap in our zone. So a lot of the times I'll pass up on those setups. But if we look here, if we look here, the reason why is because first of all, it tapped the 200, which is another confluence for a retest. And this is liquidity grab. So all these candles here, we sweep under. It's a liquidity grab, and then so first of all, it holds. Price never closes under any of these, and then we get a beautiful breakout candle. Now with gold, 11-point stop loss is kind of large for me. You know, I would need for 1 to 2. That's 22 points. That's kind of far, but gold is good for it. I was out at 1 to 1 on this trade just because of this resistance right here. So let me draw this right here. Okay, so now all right, so now we're taking this trade and it looks good. Everything looks good, and then keep in mind we have resistance here, so we're in profit here. This is our first target, 1 to 1. We have 2 points of resistance here, so that's one thing I have in the back of my mind, like, okay, if we get to 1 to 1, I'm gonna probably close the majority, if not, you know, 75% of my contracts, because, you know, chances are it could just reverse on us, but we'll see what happens. So at this point, you know, it starts to reverse already. So now I'm like, damn, like maybe that's the resistance. I'm like, shit, do I hold this? You know, I can easily get out at a 1 to 1, or I mean at break even, and then you know, find a different entry or even enter this later. I decided to hold it just because we stay above that 13. So that's the main reason why I decided to hold it. And then boom, if we closed under the 13 EMA, then I would have probably closed this trade around break even and then found something else. But I'm really happy I didn't close because that candle came in clutch. And then if we turn on the trading sessions, so that candle was the 8:30 candle. I'm in Central Time, so this was the opening bell, and then obviously it just cooked all morning. I wish I held, but you know what? I'm happy with what I took. It was a little over 1 to 1 what I took. I don't like holding. I don't like getting in a trade before the open and holding it during the open, especially when I'm around break even. Now, if I'm up here, you know, and it's in the session just started, cool. I'll lock myself in at break even and I'll let it play out. But it was right here, and it was the second day of the year, and I decided, you know, after yesterday's win, let me just, you know, let it ride. And luckily, it went in our favor. Now, both these setups are very similar to each other, so it's cool to see that after 2 days of trading in the new year, we have 2 very similar setups. So just to clarify what these setups are, so this will be a 15-minute demand paired up with a 5-minute breakout. This is to me an A+ setup, just because that demand zone does have a gap, and we came down to fill it, no candles closed inside. We scaled it down to the 5-minute, and it was a beautiful run. And then this setup, this was somewhat similar. It was still a great 15-minute demand. It did not tap, but we did get a beautiful retest off the 200, and this is a liquidity grab. So both setups was a great start to the new year. I'm going to keep coming out with these videos just to even like live trading or breaking down what happened, all that stuff. So I appreciate y'all you know, tuning in. And this is just a, you know, journey of my trading, and that's all I'm trying to do. You know, it's for educational purposes only, and you know, I would like to look back one day and see where I was versus see where I am. So that's it. I appreciate everyone. Peace.